Hi students, welcome back to our class. In the previous video, we discussed about some exercise questions. Hope you all understood that problems. Today, I am going to discuss about circle and quadrilateral. Okay, circle and quadrilateral. If all four vertices of a quadrilateral are on a circle, then opposite angles are supplementary. Or we can say that if the opposite angles of a quadrilateral are supplementary, we can draw a circle passing through all four its vertices. Such quadrilateral is called a cyclic quadrilateral. Once more, such quadrilateral is called a cyclic quadrilateral. Here, angle B plus angle D equal to 180 degree, opposite angles. Also, angle A plus angle C equal to 180 degree. If one vertex of a quadrilateral is outside the circle drawn to the other three vertices, then the sum of angles at this vertex and the opposite vertex is less than 180 degree. Here, angle D is outside the circle, so angle B plus angle D is less than 180 degree. Okay. Next, if it is inside the circle, the sum is more than 180 degree. Here, the vertex D is inside the circle, so angle B plus angle D, the opposite vertex, sum of opposite vertices are greater than 180 degree. Is it clear for you children? So let's move to the problems based on this. Okay. Question number 1. Calculate the angles of the quadrilateral in the picture and also the angles between their diagonals. Here we have to find all the angles of the quadrilateral and the angles between their diagonals. Okay. Here ABCD is a given quadrilateral. We have to find all the four angles of this quadrilateral and also we have to find the angles on the diagonals also. Okay. Put the center as O. Here we have to find all the angles of the quadrilateral. Okay. First, given that angle ACD equal to 30 degree. Okay. Angle ACD equal to 30 degree. Angle ACD is formed from the chord AB. So, there is another angle formed from the same chord AD, that is angle ABD. So, we can write angle ABD equal to 30 degree because these two angles are formed from the same chord AD. Next, angle BDC equal to 50 degree. Angle BDC equal to 50 degree. So, angle BAC equal to 50 degree. Both are formed from the same chord BC. Okay, both are formed from the same chord BC. Next, given that angle DBC equal to 45 degree, so angle DAC is also 45 degree because they are formed from the same chord DC. Okay, so we can write angle DBC equal to 45. Therefore, angle DAC equal to 45. Both are formed from the same chord DC. Okay. Now we have to find two more angles. Since ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. Okay. Since ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral, then the opposite angles are supplementary. So we can write angle B plus angle D equal to 180 degree. Okay, angle B plus angle D equal to 180 degree. But angle B is given as 75 degree. That means here 45 plus 30, 75, plus angle D equal to 180 degree. Therefore, angle D equal to 180 minus 75 equal to 105 degree. It is equal to 105 degree. So, the whole angle D equal to 105 degree. One part is given as 50 degree. So, we have to find the measure of other part. That means angle BDA equal to 105 minus 50. It is equal to 55 degree. Okay. So, angle BDA equal to 55 degree. Angle BDA equal to 55 degree. So, angle BCA, angle BCA equal to 55 degree, because that is the angle formed from the same chord AB. So here we have to write angle BCA equal to 55 degree. It is angle formed from the chord AB. So we got all the angles of quadrilateral ABCD. Next we have to find the angles on their diagonals. For that, first we have to consider the triangle DOC. Okay, DOC. In triangle DOC, angle DOC equal to 180 minus 50 plus 30. Two angles are given there, 50 and 30. So 180 minus 80, that is equal to 100 degree. So angle DOC equal to 100 degree. In triangle DOC, angle DOC equal to 100 degree. So angle AOB equal to 100 degree, because they are the opposite angles. Opposite angles are equal. Next we have to consider the triangle DOA. In triangle DOA, angle DOA equal to 180 minus 45 plus 55. Two angles are given there. So it is equal to 180 minus 100. 45 plus 55 is 100. So 180 minus 100 is 80 degree. So angle BOC equal to 80 degree opposite angle. Okay, opposite angle. Here we got all the four angles of the quadrilateral ABCD and their angles formed on the diagonals also. Is it clear for you, children? Okay. Next, question number 2. Prove that any outer angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is equal to the inner angle at the opposite vertex. We have to prove that any outer angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is equal to the inner angle at the opposite vertex. Okay. Here ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral and CBE is the outer angle. We have to prove that this angle is equal to angle D, the opposite inner angle. So, since ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral, then its opposite angles are supplementary. That means angle B plus angle D equal to 180 degree. Angle B plus angle D equal to 180 degree. Equation number 1. Next, children, look here. Here forms a linear pair, isn't it? Here forms a linear pair. So we can write angle B plus angle CBE. Angle CBE equal to 180 degree. It is equation number 2 because it forms a linear pair. Next we have to subtract equation 1 minus 2. That means angle B plus angle D minus of angle B plus angle CBE equal to 180 minus 180. So angle B plus angle D minus angle B, minus of plus become minus, minus angle CBE equal to 0. Plus P and minus P are cancel each other. So we get angle D minus angle CBE equal to 0. That means angle D equal to angle CBE. Hence the proof. Here we get the outer angle is equal to opposite inner angle. Okay. Is it clear for you? Good. Next, question number 3. Prove that a parallelogram which is not a rectangle is not cyclic. Here we have to prove that the non-rectangular parallelograms are not cyclic. In the given figure, ABCD is a parallelogram. First of all, assume that it is cyclic. Assume that it is cyclic. Okay. If it is cyclic, then the sum of opposite angles are supplementary. That means angle B plus angle D equal to 180 degree. But we know that in a parallelogram, the opposite angles are equal. So we can write angle B equal to angle D equal to 90 degree. Angle B equal to angle D equal to 90 degree. This means that ABCD is a rectangle. So it is not possible. It is not possible. This happened because of a wrong assumption. So we can say that this parallelogram is not rectangle and is not cyclic. Okay. So we can write non-rectangular parallelograms are not cyclic. Okay. Next, question number 4. Prove that any non-isosceles trapezium is not cyclic. Prove that any non-isosceles trapezium is not cyclic. Here, ABCD is a non-isosceles trapezium. Consider ABCD as a non-isosceles trapezium. Therefore, AD is not equal to BC. AD is not equal to BC. If it is an isosceles trapezium, then AD equal to BC. Here it is given that it is non-isosceles trapezium. So we can write AD is not equal to BC. So angle A is not equal to angle B because AD is not equal to BC. So the opposite angles are not equal. Is it clear? Okay. Next, angle A plus angle D equal to angle A plus angle D equal to 180 degree because AB and CD are parallel lines. So angle A and angle D are co-interior angles. The sum of co-interior angles be supplementary. So angle A plus angle D equal to 180 degree. Here in this equation, instead of angle A, put angle B. we get angle B plus angle D is not equal to 180 degree. Here given that angle A is not equal to angle B, so we put angle B in equation number 1. We get angle B plus angle D is not equal to 180 degree. This means that the trapezium ABCD is not cyclic. ABCD is not cyclic because angle D and angle B are opposite angles. The sum of opposite angles are not supplementary or not equal to 180 degree. So we can conclude that the trapezium ABCD is not cyclic. Okay.